the truth about focus and why you're probably doing it wrong. We live in a world where distractions are everywhere. Social media, notifications, emails, endless content, everything is fighting for a piece of your attention. And let's be honest, most of us are losing that fight. We tell ourselves we'll focus later, but when later comes, we're still stuck in the same loop of procrastination and distractions. The problem isn't that you can't focus, it's that you've never learned how to. Let's break down attention for a second. Think of your brain like a computer. It's got three main components: ROM, where your memories are stored; CPU, where you process information; RAM, where you temporarily hold things while thinking. Here's how focus works. You take in information, store it in your RAM for quick access, pull relevant memories from storage, and then your processor, or brain, handles it all. But there's a problem. Your brain is constantly fighting distractions. Every time you try to focus, your mind starts wandering, thinking about random nonsense instead. That's because focus takes energy, and once you burn through it, your brain checks out. So, how do you fix this? You take control. 1. Live with an objective. Be honest, how often do you deliberately choose what to focus on? Probably not as often as you should. Most people don't. We drift through life on autopilot, bouncing between distractions without even realizing it. We procrastinate, zone out, and get stuck in endless loops of social media, binge watching, and mindless scrolling. Even reading a book without checking your phone feels like a struggle now. Here's the hard truth. Your focus isn't stolen, it's wasted. Every notification, every dopamine hit, every just one more episode is you choosing to throw away your time. The moment you decide to pay attention to what you consume, you take control. Those lost hours, they're yours again if you're willing to stop giving them away. 2. Record. Step 1. Write it down. If it's not written down, it doesn't exist. Your brain is a terrible storage system. It's cluttered, distracted, and unreliable. So before you start anything, write down exactly what you need to focus on. One sentence, clear, precise. If you can't do that, you don't actually know what you're doing. Step 2, anchor your attention. Your brain will wander, it's inevitable. When it happens, don't just try harder. Instead, catch it in action. The moment you lose focus, write down what stole your attention. Thinking about lunch, checking Instagram for no reason, imagining I'm a millionaire. Whatever it is, put it on paper. This forces your brain back to reality. Now, refocus and move on. Step 3, categorize your tasks. Everything in front of you falls into one of 4 categories. 1, important and fun. These are easy, just do them. 2, important but not fun. These require discipline. Note these down and give them attention accordingly. 3, not important and not fun. These tasks give us a fake sense of accomplishment. Avoid these. 4, not important but fun. These are the things known as distractions. These are tasks that you should refrain from doing the most. Step 4, keep it simple. Keep track of what breaks your focus. Over time, patterns will emerge, showing your weak spots. The more you understand your distractions, the easier they are to shut down before they consume you. You don't need superhuman discipline, you need awareness and consistency. So, stop making excuses, grab a notebook, and own your attention. Every time your mind drifts, you either catch it or it catches you. 3. Sustaining focus. Now that you know what to focus on, let's talk about how to sustain it. Step 1. Modify your environment. Your brain responds to cues. If your workspace is a cluttered, chaotic mess, your focus is dead before you even start. The environment around you silently influences your mental state, either pushing you toward deep work or pulling you into distraction. Think about it. When your desk is covered with papers, random objects, and yesterday's coffee cup, your brain registers it all as unfinished business. Even if you're not consciously paying attention to it, it adds to your mental load, subtly draining your focus. That's why a clean, minimal, and organized workspace isn't just about aesthetics. It's about reducing cognitive friction so your brain can direct its energy where it matters. But it's not just the physical space that needs attention. Your digital environment is just as important. If you have 15 tabs open, notifications constantly pinging you, and your phone within arm's reach, you're setting yourself up for failure. Your mind isn't designed to battle distractions all day. It's designed to follow them. The easiest way to win is to eliminate the battle altogether. Close what you don't need. Put your phone in another room. The less temptation there is, the less willpower you need to resist it. Another way to reinforce focus is by creating intentional cues. Just like a messy space can trigger mental chaos, the right signals can help you snap into work mode more effortlessly. Try setting up a consistent work area that's only used for deep focus. Adjust your lighting to be bright and energizing, or play instrumental music that signals to your brain it's time to work. Even small rituals, like making a cup of coffee before diving into a task, can train your mind to associate that action with focus. And here's the most important part. Don't rely on discipline alone. Make distractions inconvenient. If your phone is a problem, don't just turn it face down, put it in another room. If social media keeps pulling you in, block it for a set period. If you keep getting up to grab water or snacks, set them up beforehand. Structure your space so that focus is the default and distraction require effort. Create a space where deep work isn't just possible, but inevitable. Step 2. Control your energy. Your brain doesn't have unlimited fuel. When you feel yourself slipping, don't just push through, step away. Do something that doesn't require as much mental effort. But here's the catch, don't touch social media. That's like drinking poison when you're already dehydrated. It hijacks your reward system, making real work feel boring in comparison. Instead, take a walk, stretch, or jot down thoughts, anything that doesn't overstimulate your brain. Step 3. Train your brain. Focus is a muscle. You don't wake up one day and bench press 200 pounds, so don't expect to sit down and focus for 3 hours straight without training. Start small. Push a little further each day, use timers, and work in focused bursts, then rest. This is how you build focus endurance. Step 4. Fuel smartly. Your brain runs on what you put in your body. Junk food, sugar crashes, and caffeine overloads will wreck your focus. Hydrate during every break. Caffeine can help during your focus sessions, but you'll have to pay the price later on, so use it efficiently. Focus isn't magic, it's a skill. If you don't train it, you lose it. You're not too distracted, you're just undisciplined. Fixing that changes everything. It's your attention. Take it back. At the end of the day, focus isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about taking control of your attention, mastering your mind, and refusing to let distractions dictate your life. The question isn't whether you can focus, it's whether you will. So, take back your time, take back your energy, and start building the discipline that separates the distracted from the unstoppable.